What's up, everybody? Noms here. Welcome back to more Zenless Zone Zero. Today, we're letting ourselves get spoiled onto the final boss of the current story chapter. All just to... What the heck? What? I didn't even get close to that button. How did the camera even come out? Alright. Gosh, my computer's loud. I hope it's not audible. But hello, we're back at it again with more Zenless Zone Zero to... Well, play DA, as per usual. I was messing around a bit. Understandably, with an element advantage, Nangong is pretty good. I got a 40k on Priest with this exact same, and it looks like I can do the same on both. How many, marionettes? Yeah, I got very low amount of marionettes because of a mix of, well, it's always RNG, but also, well, I suck at killing clones, and then the third thing is Nangong's corruption procs, you know, staggering the marionette, so, you know, less clone spam. And then she also has staggers in her kit, so a lot of ways to just stop the boss from moving, which just makes her unable to grant the clones in order to get performance. So, a fun team. It's cool to have Bernice perform well. And that was the classic
I'll protect you from any danger.
Inferno Metal Evelyn run.
Preparing to move out. I
thought it was pretty fine, but yeah. No good DA buff for any attacker teams. 15% attack is pretty garbage for what DA usually gives, and I mean, Evelyn is pretty stacked on stats, including an attack buff from Astra, and that she already has a bit of combat attack. I bumped the same thing again. I hope it's not too loud on the mic. Yeah, this buff is garbage, so that's the 28k I got. I feel like stun damage might be the best because it's the only source of damage increase she doesn't have access to. Lighter gets it at M2, and Priest is only a 150% stun damage, I believe. Yeah, and then yes, this freaking stupid crit buff is only for Miyabi. Like this like the hardest skewed Miyabi buff I've ever seen. Like it's disgustingly strong. Stun damage, pretty strong. Stun recovery slowdown, so even longer stun, and 50% crit damage. That's insane on its own. But you need a disorder to proc it, so only reasonable team to utilize this is Miyabi, which is frustrating. And then on top of this already pretty powerful buff, her big basic and ultimate, so like both of her biggest sources of damage get a buff, and ice res ignore, so even more strong multiplier increases. Just multipliers. And so yeah, this is insane Miyabi buff. It's like no wonder she can kill at the moment. And they obviously wanted her to have a good day, and you know, if one of the most popular and probably most owned agents in the game works well with a new agent, who might be this one right here, then yeah, of course, why not help Miyabi look even better with the new, already strong character. And then yeah, perfect for this boss who increases ice and ether damage, so yeah. And they made a Miyabi skew to fight. And unfortunately, it's Miyabi buff, Rupture buff, and then a Bloom buff, which means none of these are for attackers on their own. Specifically, this one's for, well, Yixuan and or Dialin teams. I'm trying to think. I believe Shengwang's has a second ultimate, like a weaker, the attack that she ends her white-haired state is always an ultimate, even though it doesn't have a cutscene, if I recall. I can check. I know she has multiple ultimates. Where is she? Up here.
Please forgive me.
Yeah.
Promise to tell me if anything's wrong, okay?
So when decibels reach maximum, after consuming, yeah, so yeah, even when she exits the state, the last attack she has in her white-haired state, even when it's not an ultimate version or doesn't have a cutscene, is still an ultimate attack. It doesn't have a big modifier compared to her normal ultimate or her super ultimate, but it's still, you know, a way to activate this ultimate related buff. So it's a dial-in and Shunguang related buff that also, you know, helps Yixuan in particular, even without dial-in, because Yixuan just has 2 ultimates as well. Well, and then like I've read there, Shunguang technically has 3 ultimates. Very cool. Very cool. But yeah, it's ultimate damage. And so at least this is a whole squad, so a support can activate this, and it's still crit damage and stun damage multiplier, which, you know, Shunguang would like, and lets her not use either Suna or Dialin, and still get a maximum stun damage buff, I believe, at least for some bosses. But yeah, that's still very hard to utilize well. And it's still not a big buff, man. Like, I think 50% crit damage is just less than this attack buff here, and this attack buff also has some anomaly, because it's an anomaly application for 20 seconds, so the slowdown of a stun is still pretty useful. It's a 1.5 seconds for a 10-second stun. And since it's slowdown, that should be a different multiplier, so Marionette has a 7-second stun, but because of her mechanic in this, killing at up to 5 clones can increase her stun damage up to 12 seconds. So that slowdown is, closer to a 2-second increase. Yeah, well, at least it's closer to a 14-second stun on the 12-second stun bosses. I don't know how long Priest is. I don't feel like Priest is a 12-second stun, but I could be wrong. And then I haven't fought this new boss outside of the Notorious Hunt, so I am familiar overall with the boss's move set, but those are fast kills with Nangong and Grace, who I will be trying. And so I can reset these because this guy is the main guy I want to be fighting just to see how he is, and
no matter where we go, asset confirmed.
Who better to see how he is than
I only
this team.
Start the experiment.
This isn't my main, much beloved team, but unfortunately, I know this boss does this little itty bitty thing where he has like half defense, so the pen builds are not preferable. Dang, well, at least her attack is good, but her AP is really bad. He's electric weak. There's an argument for me to just go with... dang, I don't have an AM there. That sucks. I have an electric damage, but it's pretty bad. And that attack percent's pretty good, but I have an attack buffer, so I don't think it's amazing. And especially with an attack percent W engine. Ooh, I'm pretty sure that doesn't even reach the AP needed for the buff, so they have to trade. Which I believe, yeah. Well, at least that lets her hit the buff plus attack, but you know. I believe electric damage is the best. Time Weaver isn't isn't damage, it's anomaly damage, which is, well, but only for disorders, so that's pretty good. And so I think it adds up additively with that. Like, say, oh, well, it actually doesn't matter. Grace's, I was scrolled to the bottom. That's her normal damage buff that she got from her upgrades, which is pretty good because she doesn't have damage innately. So, like, this is only for EX specials, unfortunately, but it does mean, like, up to 35% plus 65%, and that's basically all the damage Grace has innately. So all her other damage buff will only be coming from Yuzaha, which unfortunately is a good bit of damage. But, you know, she has a lot of different multipliers, at least. I still think the additional, her damage buff here is pretty good because she didn't have any innately. So it's like one of the few times like damage is just a good pick. It does lower the value of putting damage here, but I think she still has such little damage that with an attack buffer, it's still the best bet. Especially, again, with this Time Weaver. If I was using Fusion Compiler on Grace, I think attack percent might start eking out because that passive attack is a combat attack buff in Fusion Compiler, so that means this attack stat, this 3072, which, I mean, would only be like 2500, would be boosted by 50% with time, or compiler, my phase 2 compilers buff, so, you know, but that's on Bernice instead. Who probably needs to change? Probably. It's hard to say, though, unfortunately. Oh, no, she probably does, no matter what. I might be best giving her my pen disc, which should have been higher. It's probably on Alice, huh? No, it's probably on then. Dang, I really hit the new ordering on drive discs. These are like the only 3 I'll use. That's a fine. At least it's at least that flat attack makes it seem like a 3 roll. If it's either that, at least I have an attack +2 here, or AP +2 here, an attack percent, and it could roll any attack. I could have at least rolled the pen. Oh yeah, well, I'm not using her at the moment. And yeah, she has this big one. So, good attack, pretty good AP too for Fusion Compiler. I think pen is correct still. It sounds like it shouldn't be, because the boss is half defense, but you know, pen gets better the more you stack it, and so because Bernice gives herself a 20% pen, or gives the team a 20% pen for attacking an enemy with Afterburn, you know, after a few ticks. How many ticks is it? Is it, I want to say 6. Yeah, or 5 times. I saw 6. I was guessing 6, but it was 6-second duration, so you have to make sure you keep Afterburn up. You have some leeway, though, so even if the heat falls off, if you swap to Bernice quickly and build up Afterburn, it'll start revving back up. But it's also 5 times, so originally it took 7.5 seconds, right? 1.5 times. It's 1.5 ticks, you know. If you're hitting exactly when an Afterburn, it takes an impossible minimum of 7.5 seconds to max out the pen buff, which isn't that bad. And then it's now reduced by like 11%, like 1.35 times 5. So I want to say closer to 7 seconds exactly. So yeah, probably just a you know, that much quicker on, like, literally like half a second faster on maxing out the pen buff, which is, you know, kind of neat. That's something buffed by Bernice's buff, theoretically, but like I said, a half second faster maxing out of the pen on M2. And theoretically, there should be more benefited, because now you just get 11% more afterburns, which is 11%, which is like 11% more of this 100% multiplier buff, which is pretty cool, except Bernice isn't an attacker, so that's kind of meaningless. It's not nothing, but it's barely anything for a Disorder Anomaly team. I still think my Bernice, or my Grace's AP is pretty low. But this is my +3 AP. Oh, that's why her attack looks good. Oh well, I'm not using this one. Which means her attack looks much worse, and her butter AP looks much higher. Which is kind of crazy, because Bernice has more attack, but she's on AP Pen AM, so she's not using an attack percent. but she still has more attack with Pen main stat W engine with lower base attack than Time Weaver, which has higher base attack, advanced stat attack percent. So like, it's just a ton less rolls here, which means I should probably trade these out. Just as a balance of stats. Theoretically, Bernice should hold it because she multiplies that attack percent better than Grace, but Grace just has such low AP that I think getting her overall better stats, not low AP, but low attack, that getting her better stats is a bit more pertinent because she has the element advantage and her shocks are just stronger than Bernice's burns, and they disorder for more damage. Theoretically, these two should trade Wenjins because Bernice's disorder would be based off of Grace's shocks, which will be stronger. So there's a good chance that swapping these engines is the correct play. And it's easier to maintain on, honestly, probably both of them, because Grace just spams specials and EX specials very quickly, and you'll be spending more time on Grace as opposed to Bernice. So even though I play quick swap Bernice, I don't know. Alright, but yeah, I'm going Phaethon's Melody because of the fire resist, so I want that extra build up. I'll just have a goal over for damage and that, and well, this is a crit buff with some stun damage boost. This is an ultimate buff with stun damage and crit damage and ultimate damage. And so, of course, the attack percent buff with a bit of a longer stun. And let's see, on stun you recover energy. And only during the stun, I guess. Well, only on stunning the enemy do you get that 30 seconds of bloom damage increase. Which, I mean, with a fast stunner, that's borderline permanent, huh? You know, after the first stun at least. So, I wonder if this buff is made for. I wonder who this buff is made for. Truly a mystery. I'm glad I spent 18 minutes discussing agents before I decided to get on to the first run. So I have an idea of what this boss is like. Oh, well, that was weird. Oh, what? Well, that was weird. It was weird on two fronts because, I'm gonna move my phone over here. I don't know. Maybe it's causing some interference, but yeah, because that was the weird part. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm slow at that. Oh, I should have, That's so weird. I'm getting a bit annoyed. It feels like some of my... inputs aren't... My EX inputs aren't going off for some reason. Yeah, I'm burning. Oh, come on. Also, wait, that was weird. Did I swap in perfect timing? Alright. Did he burn? Okay, is he shocked at least? Yeah, he's shocked at least. I think I burned him too, so... I think I broke the shield there. Which means if I also did this stun... Gosh, freaking... I'm doing a very bad job managing this, I think.
Pretty stubborn, aren't you?
There you go.
Need a hand? Wanna be taken apart? Time for a surprise!
Alright, I wanted to get an EX off there because I know. Alright, I should have evaded back to Grace, I think. Yeah. I should have evasive back to Bernice to get some build up. And I want to get this ult off for energy. Because I'm out! Alright. Yeah, shut up. I can daydream as much as I want to. Alright, I'm gonna proc another burn there, huh? Yeah, I just need to build up a bit more heat. Yeah, dang. The burn isn't going, so my disorder... Yeah, I screwed up a lot there. My disorders were, I think, askew, so there's like quite a few times where I think I burned twice. That looks about right. And I think, I'm pretty sure Grace's grenade spam is pretty bad. The biggest thing is with the chaotic metal build. Excuse me. All of those are specials. All of her grenade spam, I believe, are special packs. So, because of it, none of it gets a boost from Chaos Jazz. No, I said chaotic metal. I meant jazz. You like jazz? Oh, also, Gulliver's buildup is very low in this team of anomaly agents. But his days is great in this team of non-stunners. Yeah, an A, which is brutal, which means it would have been very easy 20k if he wasn't a fire resistant. And, I mean, Bernice would have, I think, figured Grace in damage, especially because Grace is holding the Time Weaver. I think it deserves a second attempt. And because I'm using Chaos Jazz, her evasive assists are very good. Because they would get the... My bad. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, and that should get a shutdown, right? So... I felt like I was doing it a bit early on, like, earlier hits, but I ended up then getting an early. Yeah, I guess I do this. I don't want to hold alts for that long. It's not... This isn't a team with a stunner. I wonder if that changes the candy flavor. Oh yeah, then I double shot. Dang, she just never procced it. I was waiting for,
Initial impulse. Now's my chance.
I was waiting for the assault proc, but then the disorder was still...
My child. Oh, this little one is so cute. I'll just explode.
I know I said this was probably bad.
It's time. Already, I won't hold back.
Oh, sweet.
Pretty stubborn, aren't you? Don't get
Okay, well, Bernice is getting her bloom off, and so... Yeah.
Calibrating sample. Not too shabby.
Okay, this feels a bit better, but yeah, my score isn't pretty high. Especially because I don't have that.
Demolition! Careful, don't get scared. Good now. Calibrating sample.
Okay, almost parried, which probably would have been good. Oh dang,
Flames follow
my
my
bad. Let's see if this chain attack can proc. It doesn't look like it. Alright. I don't know if this is any good.
Wanna help me test this?
Alright, and then this should proc disorder. Ah, dang. Yeah, dang, I saw that. Well, I did play better, but yeah, this team is very hard to clear this guy with, unfortunately. And you can see how the total scores seem to homogenize just a bit more, so that should just be an indicator the disorders were coming out much better because, well, and probably luckier blooms. The more blooms Bernice does on Grace's shock just means, well, means that damage is based off of Grace's damage, which means it should be higher, even though Bernice's total burn damage will be making her lower than average, but, you know, sort of similar goes to Grace disordering Bernice's burns. So yeah, pretty cool, but yeah, there's no resistance ignore in this, so, like, there's very little chance Bernice has. If like one of these things were like resistance ignore, then I think this team would definitely have I think getting to 20k would have been pretty easy, because then that, like, if it was 15% res ignore instead of attack percent here, it would be worse for Grace. I don't know why I'm forgetting her name, but not that much worse since Yuzo is already the main support for any anomaly team, and being an attack buffer, she diminishes this attack buff. So it'd be still going from 1.2 to 1.35 with the electric weakness, but then Bernice would be going from 1.6, yeah, 1.6 to 1.75, which is like a 25% increase, which is like, that attack buff isn't even close to that. It would just be very potent.
If it's you, manager, we can go out anytime.
I'm trying to think.
Matter where asset can. Is the concert starting? You know. Let's fire. Let's start the experiment.
I'm gonna try this team before I move on to Nangong Yu.
Let's fire it. I
I kind of want to try Piper, but I think Piper is a bit slow to get to her faster spin. And this boss seems very aggressive, so I think a more interesting team would be this. I mean, I don't think I'm good at all with... do I want to trade this? Because this build-up boost is really good for Grace. And this is the attack. Okay, I see. Because it is a nice attack piece. And she's holding something from someone else, so to ignore whatever GUN has. I mean, if I'm gonna leave her on compiler, maybe. Gosh. The only hesitance I have to giving her Sharpened Stinger is because I suck with Sharpened Stinger. I don't like Sharpened Stinger on Alice much at all. It changes your gameplay if you want to keep track of it, and if you don't keep track of it, it's just a not good weapon at all. He's an aggressive boss, so you can probably get maybe. But I mean, yeah, I mean, Fusion Compiler isn't great. It's pen ratio, and I'm not building into pen. So even if I don't do a good job at keeping up that buff, I think it'll be fine. I do think I want to use a Ha into Alice. I just think being able to quick assist into Alice helps for some of her lingering animations, specifically the, her big Blade Waltz. Starshine Waltz, yeah. And because of that attack, you want to just give her space or something. What am I thinking? Anyway, looking at her damage, she has 36% here and then 45% here, so she has very high damage. I believe with all these words in her kit, she doesn't have any normal damage in her kit at all. She just has the dot from her assaults, which is any assault in the team. So Yuzuha can proc assault, and she still gives them this little dot, which basically doubles. Not doubles, but it's less than every second, which is funny, but it doesn't mean much since for 10 seconds, I think it's still 9.5 times in 10 seconds. No, that's not how the math works. It just means it goes the full duration of yeah. It activates 9.5 plus 1, I assume, for the initial proc of assault, probably triggers. So there's no assault duration increases, so this is still just, excuse me, like 9 to 10 little procs of 2.5% of physical anomaly, which still means 25% stronger assaults, and this disorder buff just makes up for the amount of damage left on the little assault dot if you ever disorder her, which is cool and fine. Let's see. And so whenever she triggers assault, the buildup is increased, so that should be really easy to do. And that probably includes her Starshine Waltz, though. Let's see. When Alice triggers assault through anomaly buildup. Okay, so that's what it specifies, and this doesn't say through anomaly buildup. So her own Starshine Waltz should increase her own physical anomaly buildup. So that's pretty cool. Anyway. And this team could be a nice little showcase of a little minor thing if you use Jane Sig. Sorry, drinking water. Nice and refreshing. My allergies were really terrible yesterday, so they might get worse. Oh, okay, thing. It would have been kind of neat, but no, actually it would have been super annoying if either of us could go up these stairs. But yeah, Jane's signature is activated by dash attacks and perfect dodges. And it gives up to 36% physical damage. So you'll always be able to tell if you have Jane Sig. And then and then you can see Grace here. The 15% from Chaos Jazz is always active. So at 36%, you'll just have to know, because it's not, unfortunately, buffs. Wenjin and I guess Wenjin buffs aren't labeled here, and which is kind of annoying. Especially because Fusion Compiler and Brimstone and Jane's Signature Sharpened Stinger all have pretty short duration stacks. So that's why I start like that. Yeah. Alright, give me a perfect dodge, man. Yeah, I was waiting for that. Yeah, then I think I took too long. Okay. Maybe I should have delayed this or used. Let's see. It might have been nicer to. Oh, did I should have delayed it. I should have waited. Oh, I didn't need to do that. Yeah, okay. I was waiting for that assault proc and then doing this. No, I didn't let that defensive assist go through. Okay, that was pretty bad. I'm very bad with these unusual anomaly teams.
It's too late to back down now.
I don't know if that last assault came, or the shock came out. I wasn't sure what anomaly. I think I was at the disorder cooldown anyway, yeah. And these teams are pretty hard for me to play. Also a good showcase at how much stronger Alice is, but I think because of the nature of this team, I spent a lot more time on Alice than I would Grace in the Bernice team, which makes sense, of course, but kind of also a good showcase at how strong Grace is, and you know how good it is to have a sub DPS, you know, or someone who still does output while they're inactive. And like the afterburns are still built up, the afterburns are still little damage procs, and then she has a quick assist and can be using her high modifier ultimate with good burn build-up, while the other agent is still applying their build-up. So it's more disorders overall. Well, with the exception of the fact that Alice self-disorders. I don't know, this team is very hard, unfortunately. Which means I have one last team I want to check before I go on to do good old Nangong U carry. I probably have a few teams I want to check, because I might want to check Mobile Squad as well, because he's Electric Weak. Alright. Ignoring... Oh, come on. Which one is it? Oh, that's not now. This one? I still think it's a bit funny that they say build her Anomaly. Let's see. That might be incorrect. Definitely that one, though. Oh, wait. That's why it's incorrect. I have that disc. And then you're wrong. I know my chaotic metal discs, or at least I know Juyuan's build. And that's a pretty good offensive stat line. 55, that's 70. Crit rate exactly with Nicole's own buff. 70 out of 100. You know, 127 with Astra's buff. But I believe we have crit damage on the table, so that's why I'm more okay with using this build. I believe this disc is just stronger for me on average. Actually, I forget his... I think I do want to use this. It's less attack, so it doesn't look as funny. But I do know his stage buff is minus 100%, or while his shield is up, it's minus 100 crit damage, which is brutal. And it's only a little bit. I think your damage tracks well in that, so the goal isn't just to break the shield as fast as possible, but you can still deal damage just as well. So this would be nice. It's we're minimum stun in this team, which is annoying. But yeah, we're low. Oh, Ju isn't low crit damage. Let me see. How would I rate this? Yeah, it's so sad. Imagine if one of my discs. Imagine if this disc was better, man. Imagine if it was just attack percent plus 2. Dude, 4K with a crit damage disc at the bottom right. Anyway. So, Chaotic Metal always gives 20% crit damage while the 4-piece is equipped. So at a baseline, this GUN is always 185% crit damage. With Astra, that's 85 I think it's 210% crit damage, which is pretty high. Well, it's pretty good, and is correct if I'm not reaching 100% crit rate, which this build isn't. Technically, I'm 2 rolls off. Yeah, 4.8 away. Well, 4.6 away. And I'm wrong again, I'm pretty sure that's 3.6. Let me see. That's not right. No, I'm 1 roll away from the reasonable amount. Yeah, because this is 1.2% crit rate from 100, which is like, alright, 98.8. Yeah, you don't really need that extra crit rate roll. But now you're a bit farther with all that crit damage. And then, you know, when Chaotic Metal activates, it's 30%. It's 33% more crit damage even beyond the 210, so it's 243, which is pretty good. But then while his shield is up, I'm like, what, 143% crit damage then?
Officer 148 will
So that's why these buffs giving crit damage and stuff is pretty good. At least it's the whole squad's crit damage, but that's rough, man. It's only for that. Let's see, and so stun, these are, gosh, they're all stun based too. Even the anomaly ones are stun based. And I don't have any way to disorder, so I can't even get this stronger half of the buff, and it would only be basic ultimate. It'd only be basic dodge counter and ultimate damage, which makes us easily the worst of them all. I have high attack as UN, so that's a pretty good increase to attack. Even though it's diluted by both Kaboom the Cannon, you know, the same way damage dilutes itself, and then Ash's buff, which dilutes in a different way and makes it even worse. And this is only ultimate damage, but everyone's ultimate damage, and it's at least during the stunt, and we will have stuns, so with any luck I can at least get to 2 stuns. And if 2 stuns, then it's the best hope we have. Let us see. Oh, really? Oh, what was that? Oh, I guess I got hit. You're right. I missed the dodge slightly, so Nicole got hit.
Get away from me! Taking a shot.
Oh, come on. My dash didn't go off.
Bye-bye, suckers! An opening! This song
Yeah.
is dedicated to the world.
Bullseye.
The pleasure's all yours.
Taking the shot.
Yeah, I need to be shooting a bit more. Dang, I did this way wrong.
Time to wrap things up. I'll show you.
Suppressor K22. Maximum firepower.
Let me give you a little treat. Like that.
One last offensive.
That was your last chance. Let the fear consume.
An opening.
Oh. Hmm.
Tough luck.
Yeah, there it is. I was hoping on that. Oh, come on. Yeah, he's doing some squirrel attacks. Oh, I wasn't expecting that anomaly proc, so I missed the evasive assist.
You asked for it.
Take it. Don't even try it. You're surrounded.
And was his stun bar high? It was pretty high.
Wanna run? Witness the magic of music.
Cease and desist.
Time to wrap things
An
up.
opening. Taking the shot.
Now's our chance.
Should have killed me when you had the chance.
Right back at ya.
Yeah, okay. I was waiting on another.
No restriction.
Okay, well, I think the. Yeah, it's up.
Get away from me.
An opening.
Okay, I don't know. I don't think I need to switch that. Oh. Oh, I should have basicked with her, but I ended up clicking the wrong direction.
The pleasure's all yours.
An opening.
Yeah. That was pretty bad. Nicole's defense buff is pretty poor, and this boss is very anti-anomaly. Or anti-attacker. The crit damage buff isn't up all that much. I guess build-up is a bit lacking? I don't know. Because build-up reduces the shield, I think. I just don't know by how much. I was like, it's over 4,000 away. Not by much. Not a big over 4,000, but still 4,000 away. That'd be a lot of cleaning up. I got hit a few times, but that seems like a bit of an ask. I'll try again though with a different buff just to make sure. And if this buff is better, then I know what I'll use for other teams. But after this, I'll try dial-in. Because that's the only... Dial-in would be the only consistent way. Oh.
Taking the shot.
Yeah, with all these defensive assists, I should be spamming the ultimate more.
Let me give you a little treat.
Because
An opening.
we'll be getting a lot of decibels.
Right back at ya. My song is with you.
Stay where you are.
You asked for it.
I'm trying to find that timing to where... That timing where Astra's thing quick assist falls off for a double chain between Shu's bullets. Oh sweet, and yeah, that's why you want to do the ultimate early.
An opening.
Wanna run?
Killed me when you had
Taking the shot.
chance. Too late to beg for mercy.
Oh, he was still in that mode. I should have dashed with Nicole,
Stand down.
because there's a chance that
Tough luck.
No restriction.
yeah, just alt off cooldown.
Bye-bye, suckers.
Stay where you are.
You overpowered. Hard time to wrap things
An opening.
Oh come on! I ended up shooting before.
One last offensive.
Yeah, that rotation was tough.
An opening.
Okay, I'm pretty sure not her W engine, which is a decent bit of damage buffing, and again, I need to be spamming basic a bit better.
You asked for it.
Taking the shot.
Let me give you a little treat. Like this.
An opening.
Okay, well, I guess in a team with no center, these buffs are very even. Like, you have that slightly longer stun, and that's not nothing. But yeah, I still only have 2 stuns. It was a worse damage. It was a worse damage score, even though I felt like I played better too. So I I don't know. I guess I'd say I would rate that not great. But yeah, let's go to the typical team.
Is the concert starting?
I don't know.
Officer, I've got your back.
Let's go.
I don't know how much build up this is, or if it's any good. Part of me wants to go this,
Where are we going? There's
and that way I get more anomaly procs. But I do really value Astra's.
harmonize.
I value Astra's double chain, especially on Ju. I think I'll do this first. And let's see. Let's see, what would I change about this build? Because funnily enough, it's pretty fine at the moment. I guess it'd be mostly those two. Well, let me do one at a time. Because I think this disc is just better. Yeah. It's a bit more attack than more crit damage. While the other one sacrifices an attack percent roll for the crit damage. But yeah, half defense, so keep it like that. And then I have a... This is a gigaton. That's a gigaton of crit damage because this is... this is Evelyn's W engine. That's 50% more. Which is 50... Which means I'm passively to 16% crit damage before proccing any... well,
Officer
that's a good point.
Juyuan, ready.
I'm to 16% crit damage before proccing any ether anomalies, but I don't think I will proc a reasonable amount of ether anomalies, which means I should be using the other build, even though this is a lot of attack. I'm trying to think of how much attack I get from the pen build and how much crit damage I have. And it's kind of funny that I'm at this much. Yeah, because it's only 15% attack and, you know, ultimate damage on Puffer Electro. So it seems completely reasonable to swap over. I'm feeling a bit lazy at the moment, and my chaotic metal discs are just really good. So I don't know. It's hard to buy. It'd be better to swap over. I have more crit rate and crit damage than the prior build. I have a ton of attack. Let's see. It's a lot of damage in this team. I think it's still less damage. Thank goodness I checked. Because Dylan is 40%, only 40%. Astra's 20%. Her disc set is 18%. GUN's basics are like 40 and 80%, but the main thing is the ultimate damage on Puffer Electro, which isn't further boosted by herself. This build is 10% damage. So it's 10% ultimate damage, since I wouldn't be using Chaotic 2-piece maybe? Well, I might be, so... But let's say I only swap the Chaotic Metal, it'd be only 10% ultimate damage, because this is 10% for all of her attacks, not just ultimate. It's that 2-piece Puffer, which is not useful when you don't build into it. It's pretty bad, and it will be even worse on the half defense boss. Let's see, half defense. Puffer. Sorry. Very yawny. Not Laurel at the moment. Oh, by the way, in case anyone wanted a reminder while I think about this Puffer. My only freaking limited agent with my escapes is Bernice. And every other standard S rank I got are all M1, except Coletta, who I selected twice. So Soldier 11, I believe it's the two standard I don't have liked at the moment, is Soldier 11 and Nekomata. No, not Nekomata, because I finally got her M1. So it's just Soldier 11 is my only standard. She's probably going to be my next standard agent, and that's only depressing. Because I want M6 Coletta Not only because I like Coletta, but now because they incentivize getting an M6 standard agent, so that 2 more of that agent just means you can select and do a selector. Which could have been rad. Anyway. Whatever. Oh gosh, I'm yawning. Really tired. It was really obnoxious with my allergies yesterday. I don't do it often enough. I need to be in the habit of becoming a mouth breather when my allergies act up. That way it stops going through my nose, whatever's making me sneeze. Anyway, I think I'm lazy enough to keep the crit damage buff. She has a gigaton of crit damage though, which means these crit damage buffs aren't massive. Meaning the attack percent from casting an ult probably matter a ton. I'm just gonna try this first though. At least for that phase. And for the shield phase, it's minus 100% crit damage, so I mean, getting to 300% crit damage just means I go to a still good stat line. Also.
Taking the shot. That got him.
Alright. I think his stun bar is too high. Yeah, oh no, he was just stun immune. Yeah, okay, I was checking that. I think that was a bit too high. It looks like... It felt like... I'm trying to count it. Because I know diamonds hold basic. Let's go look at the character details. Just to look at multipliers, yeah. I don't have it maxed out either, so let's see. Rock, paper, scissors. Oh, where is it then? It counts as an EX, doesn't it? Yeah, hold basic. Get lost. It's a 1000 modifier, so... with 500 days multiplier. And so, compare it to her other punches, so it's worse than paper. Is something to keep in mind, like mentally, how good it is. I thought it would be here, for some reason. And it makes sense to be here, but because her hold basic isn't in a basic attack...
What kind of fun job have you
it's only an EX, so that's why...
Drop the weapon.
Alright, well, I got the first one. Yeah, that's a bit of annoying.
How's that over yet? Dial 2 for a chat. Spot in the
Yeah, but I was looking at that because I have double defensive assist agents.
That got him. Forward. Turn around. Smash them.
Because I have double defensive assist,
Fire it well.
or evasive assist,
Going all out.
my agents,
Hello.
oh gosh dang it, I was trying to double click. I ended up doing like a rolling motion.
This song is dedicated to the world. Cease and desist. This is our chance.
I should have ulted, because that double chain was a lot of days.
Retargeting. Taking the shot.
Yeah. I always know he does that.
Over yet.
Oh, that was weird. I thought she'd do a slide. Okay. Oh, sweet, a corruption right at the start.
Lose yourself
No restrictions. Fire it well.
Customer service follow-up.
One last offensive. Stay on guard.
No, dang it! That I had a paper.
An opening.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I thought they'd come back. They look like boomerangs. Well, they don't look like boomerangs at all, but they reminds me of the Dark Souls attack. Yeah. This isn't going too well for me.
Cease and desist.
Okay, also I did that movement again with my fingers.
Going all out.
This is our chance.
Stay where you are. Don't even try it.
And I don't think I'm getting another ultimate, so I'm fine with timing it
Damn, it's recovering.
like I did.
That was your last
So
chance.
one for complaints.
Taking the shot.
The verdict is
And I don't think this matters too much.
premium.
No restrictions.
Because I doubt I'm getting the days to stun him again.
Intercept. Seal.
Well, 18, so I think gameplay and build difference could work. Also, I wasn't that far from the next stun, which is frustrating. Ah, heck nabbit. Yeah. I don't really want to try that hard, man. But yeah, 18,000, meaning, yeah. I think the 20k with this team is very much in range. Which means it deserves a shot with the puffer build. Alright. Now I'll just do my normal puffer build. So I'll leave the bottom 2 slots and just get all the better slots I have elsewhere, which includes his attack percent, especially because just because of his stats, man. Oh man. Yeah. Alright, that is a lot less really, that's a lot less attack. That's a perfect disc, and that's a needed disc. Jeez. I don't know, man. I had a lot more attack than the other build. Jeez. I don't know. Might be good to swap the 2-piece, but the 2-piece swapping is still something. The 2-piece is still something good. So the fact that the discs are positive for what I need should be meaningful. What happens? Well, obviously it shouldn't be like 3,900 because I'm not using not using an attack percent one. Where is the attack percent? I know I have an attack percent. Oh, I don't have a leveled up attack percent on Puffer. I thought I did. Did I have something that looked like I should have been? No, not at all. It's AP ones. Which is just for Bernice again. Alright. Jeez. 15% attack is... Let's see, 15% attack, that's 3,326, 27. Funny. 150. 150. Oh, probably 160. So about 480, really. It's like 480 more attack. So 4 plus 300. I'm pretty sure they just have like way less attack than the. I have like way less attack than the other build, man. That sucks. I don't see why this build would do any better. Okay, time. Oof, sorry. I am way too tired. I did go to sleep pretty late, and then I got up at like 8 or something. No, I got up like 7 something. I only know I got up at 7 something because it was like 8:40 when I was finished with DOROHEDORO. Holy crap, guys, DOROHEDORO Season 2 is out. The first 3 episodes, and it's going to be weekly release. gonna be so rad, man. Not gonna be like those batch episode boots and then done. Looks pretty good. I like it quite a bit. I don't think the animation is like super, gosh. It's interesting. I don't think the animation itself is like insane or anything, but I still think like the world itself looks pretty cool, and the art itself is more than fine. But that's about it. On animation wise, like the animation is fine, but the art looks pretty cool. Like just the design of the world, still grungy, and it looks just like the manga, man. I don't read manga, but DOROHEDORO was like one of the. I just really liked the anime, so I finally just went through it and hopefully I get the last book, because I still feel bad that I didn't legitimately have like the books to go through it all. But man, the art in the manga's insane. I decided to try to keep up with where in the manga the current episodes are, which is pretty cool. I still have a good idea, and I think it was kind of spoiled within the trailer.
Huh?
The
Something the matter?
DOROHEDORO around where this season 2 should end, and it's a big moment, so it feels really spoilery to have noticed it within the trailer. But I mean, that's fine. The average person won't notice it and won't know. But I'm a bit apprehensive to see how, if they land it, because that was a really strong moment in DOROHEDORO, you know, where I think this season will end, and I wonder if it'll hit, if they'll do a good job at making sure it hits pretty well within the manga or within the show, because it really hit well in the manga. I wish I could talk about it more, but it's like just a big payoff on something brand new. Well, something releasing at this moment. Anyway, big recommends on DOROHEDORO. If you don't like the 3D animation, I think it's still fine. It probably good has 3D anime go, but I'm not like an anime watcher, so I can't say that. So I still think it looks more than fine, and I think a lot of it has been pretty cool. The first 3 episodes have been very gory. They liked getting gory in the new episodes of DOROHEDORO, which is really cool. It's like intestines and brain spilling out. I don't know why I did that. What I did on... Yeah. No, I don't have... Yeah, now I want to wait. Alright. Aw, dang, I screwed up, which is fine. Because
K-22, maximum firepower.
Not over yet.
I had that right at least.
Bullseye.
This for you.
Stay where you are.
Alright, I need to ult.
Restrictions. Fire it well. Keep up the assault.
A complaint?
Hmm.
Too late for that.
I kind of want to try the Yuza team. Yeah, her build-up was so poor. Also, that was rude.
An opening.
Customer service follow-up.
I like all the opportunities for defensives. Okay, sweet.
You're surrounded.
And got the opportunity to do the shortcut.
Big talker.
Suppressor K-22, maximum firepower.
Hell's not over yet. My soul is with you.
Cease and desist.
should have killed me when you had the chance.
Yeah. I guess I was letting that defensive assist finish off for the build up. Oh dang. No, the corruption already procced, so can you hit again? Alright. I did get an opportunity. I used a lot of Dylan's energy. I think I've lost an ult.
Don't even try it. You're surrounded.
Today's work order: kick some butt on the moment.
One last offensive. Stand guard.
It's your last chance.
Alright.
Suppressor
Alright, one last ult, but yeah.
maximum firepower.
Wasn't I closer to like 18 or something? Closer to 18k last time? Let me see. Sorry. That's my phone, but I think I'll rather try to see how far back I can go on YouTube. Let's see. That's the start of this run. Yeah, I was 18 also. Yeah. So I performed... let's see. Did I perform better? I don't know how much better I actually performed. I ended up refilling a lot of bullets, so man, I can't imagine getting helped by M1 at all. I mean, it's funny. You can just use up a ton of bullets and you just never run out, especially on this Dylan team, and doubly so on a Dylan Astra team with M1 Ju. You would probably just never run out of bullets, especially during Sun. I mean, I'm struggling to run out of bullets because I want to use all these double chains and double ults. So yeah, my chaotic metal is just too strong, I think. I just get too much stats from the substats, so I don't think the chaotic metal I don't think that my puffer build is actually all that good, especially on this anomaly boss, who lets me probably proc the ether every so often. So yeah, puffer is just not a great two-piece. I think that, of course, the bigger reason is that I'm using Astra, so an Astra on Kaboom Cannon, so that diminishes the combat attack buff. Like, it's not that much. And I mean, just having a way higher attack.
Huh?
No asset confirmed.
It had like way higher attack, right? I'll even put the crit damage on to be vaguely similar. And okay, I was able to use more crit damage pieces. Oh wait, this one. And yeah, since I'm young, oh yeah, no, it's just like 300 more attack. I was about to say I forgot I also swapped a Heartstring Nocturne. No, because this is the chaotic metal build for not having Nicole. So, is that? Oh jeez, I don't want to swap all the.
Is something the matter?
I don't want to swap. Okay, I also bumped the mic. My bad. I forgot. I just got moved this stream to live. Alright, what was my build before? Did I go straight to build? I mean, no. Okay, yeah. No, alright. So it's... let me check. No, I swapped very quickly, though, to... What was that? 269 attack? Yeah, so it's... Oh, but yeah, it's basically more, but then I swapped to double attack. So it's like 50 less crit damage, except it's not really 50 less crit damage, it's like, that's 166 passively, like, before Asher's buff, because of chaotic metal. So it's 166 versus like 194 with more crit rate, and way more attack. 46... Yeah, 166. Yeah, it's like 28 less crit damage. 28% less crit damage. But then you have all that more attack, maxed out crit rate, and the fact that it's Nurturing Nocturne means it's passively 216 instead of 244. Yeah, 216 instead of 244. And when the anti-crit damage shield wears off, then yeah, this is like a ton.
Is something the matter?
But I still want to try one last team. Let's see if the anomalies, if I get a reasonably increased amount of anomalies from this build or this team. And I don't want to bet on crit damage at all, so I think it's better. Let's see. So this is ultimate damage, crit damage, and stun damage. Is there any chance of me actually getting a disorder? If I could actually get a disorder, it's 20 seconds, man. Getting a disorder right before, you'd have to plan it out. I don't want to plan that out. I'd just take way too long. I'd have to look at it, like dissect it, which maybe could be a fun thing to do. But I won't. It's not the type of thing I do. Yeah. It's just what is it? Just so the stun damage. Jeez. It's a lot to plan out, but yeah, it's a lot of stats, man. 50% crit damage is, I think it's just easily more than that. Then it's 10% more crit. It's just 25% more crit damage than this one, and 10% more stun damage multiplier than this one, and then you get a stun duration increase, basically. And to top it all off, there's still ultimate damage, so 10% less ultimate damage, that's not a big deal at all. But it also applies to basic and dodge counters, which is all the time, which is a larger percent of her total damage. I think basics and ultimate damage are 75%-ish of GUN's total DPS. It's either 75 or like 70%, and then the last 30% is EX dodge. Well, yeah, everything else dodge counters. Chain attacks. Yeah, chains EX. Yeah, more stun damage for everything. I don't want to try it. Let me try this. Let me do this because it wasn't build up increase. So let's see if I do even get any disorders, because there's only a 10-second window to get a disorder. So like the odds of me even getting one aren't good. Yeah, and I wanted to do that intentionally. Oh wait, before your shield comes up, let me spend that. Alright, I heard knocking on my door, but it was definitely a dog wagging his tail. Freaking... Pretty sure it's a dog wagging his tail, because if someone else was at my door, they could bang on it. Yeah, okay.
Compressor K22, maximum firepower. Cease and desist.
Yeah, imagine if...
Too late to be begging now.
An opening. Don't even try.
Yeah.
You're surrounded.
Yeah, I mean, that's a disorder. Right. Her ultimate is a bit long,
Now's the chance.
but I'm like out of resources.
Killed me when you had the chance.
Hello?
And then just swap back.
And for you. Down to you for a chat.
Taking the shot. Drop the weapon.
If you spot an ethereal.
What was that?
Bullseye.
Intercept.
Oh, what am I doing? Oh,
Seal.
Stay where you are.
okay. Well, I butchered this run.
No restrictions. Fire it.
I guess I play it out, but I only get that ultimate back.
Too late to be begging now.
That was your last chance.
An opening.
Yeah. I wonder if that was like a... Was that really from me? Oh, so we had a disorder.
Got one for complaints. Spot of material. Shot for
Yeah.
Suppressor K-22.
All this is telling me that it's not impossible to utilize that last buff.
Going all out. Don't even try it. You're surrounded.
Yeah.
Don't be nervous.
Taking the shot.
Yeah, I barely missed the stun too.
Fire it.
If I was a bit tighter, I could have... Maybe not even... Oh, well, actually... I was about to say, if I didn't use... use the house ultimate, but I got the energy... I got the energy to... use that second ultimate almost in stun because of... Yuzuha's energy. Well, now I just kind of want to try it. I am being a bit mindful of it, but it's pretty hard to manage and keep consistent. You know, everyone's two are doing ether buildup and two are doing physical buildup, which is funny to think about. But yeah, also that it's probably 17k if I didn't like butcher the, just completely butcher the, you know, whatever. Yeah, if I can utilize this, I will try. Yeah, Yuzuha's the most likely agent to make it usable.
You can keep up with me.
No conceal today. Right time.
An opening.
Too late to beg for mercy.
Turn around. Smash them.
Yeah. Oh, you can break that with 3 defensive assists. That might have been useful to know.
Suppressor K-22.
Gosh dang it. Alright, well, that's that anomaly. I don't have disorder up.
Big talking. Don't get scared now.
Jeez. Do I really believe this will give me a disorder? It did.
Don't even try it.
Meaning this is doable.
Alrighty, I won't hold back.
Taking the shot.
And now I got a second disorder, meaning
Footer, kick some butt.
Your last chance.
this is extended to... Yeah. Oh, this is probably gonna stun. My bad, I didn't look at the stun bar. Oh, did that even cancel? Nah, dang, he was in some stupid anti. Yeah.
Bullseye.
Too late to be begging now.
Suppressor K-22.
Yeah, and I think it's about to run out, yeah. It felt like Ether Anomaly was about to run out of there, so I just didn't get the disorder buff.
One last offensive.
chance!
Yeah.
Time for a surprise! Taking a shot. Easy peasy, right?
Does this proc? If it procs, it might be a bit bad. Oh, yeah. My disorder rotation has been pretty bad. This.
Big target.
Yeah, no. There's no shot.
No restrictions.
Also was ether anomaly I needed to. Yeah, dang. I barely missed the disorder there at the end.
A complaint?
And I think I ended up holding Dylan's ult a bit longer than needed. Oh.
Pressor K22. Maximum.
Oh, maybe I should need to try again with the other buff. I forgot. I was playing with yeah. You know, I procced anomaly at the end there, and that's pretty cool. I also learned about, it looked like, I need to see how much of a chunk the triple parry did. Oh, need to hit live again and then go back. Alright, come on, back up. Yeah, it was somewhere before 2 minutes, right? Because alright, it was before this first stun, I think. Yeah, this parry here. Yeah, oh god, well, this is so annoying. Did it give a burst of days? It gave 7, which it was on Dylan though, so it wasn't a major increase in days. It just stopped his spam. Alright. Interesting. That's about all I have to say. Alright. Geez, yeah, if you can, like, time your disorders, like, gosh, if I... Excuse me. Sorry, if I timed my disorders like this run, it probably scores, like, much higher. Yeah, boss kinda sucks. But let's, go... Jeez. All these buffs still suck.
Huh? No asset confirmed.
But I'm quite confident Obel is still decently stronger. Obel is still decently stronger than... unfortunately, than Zhiyuan, so they have weakness advantage, so no reason not to try them here. Impact, I think I want to try to get more stuns. They say he's stun based. I don't know it was based on what, but sure, stun based. And then he can take the very, very, very shared Wenjin. Let's see. And oh, the crit damage does get pretty low. So let's do it like that. And oh, that's pretty good crit damage. And yeah, that's 100. That's 200 before any other buffs, which I mean, Seed does a lot. She's 30% crit damage for herself, and her ally trigger is going to be 30% more, so 260% crit damage. Yeah, pretty good. I want to make sure. Yeah, I did finally get a better than decent crit damage disc for Orphe. Maybe I do put Orphe on energy in case it's meaningful. She gets a lot of energy from allies and stuff, but the current builds aren't amazing, so... I mean, it's only worthwhile if I have a good disc here, I think. I mean, that's a good disc. It's not a great disc, though, because, like, this disc is, I think, the same, but it's +1 crit damage more. And I think it's pen, yeah, so it's every stat is positive. I'll just give her... Oh, this order is also annoying. The new order. Let's see, jeez. That's fire damage, huh? I think I checked. She has so much damage in her kit that attack percent is very... not a bad option.
Let's move out.
And I think I'm using the buff with ultimate damage, which still hurt. Her ultimate has a very poor modifier because... Oh, jeez, what am I doing? My controller slipped from my hand. Oh, jeez, sorry. If the knuckle popping is audible. Oh. Nug. Here we go.
Adjusting for wind. Too slow.
Yeah, okay. Oh, too slow. Speaking of too slow. I really shouldn't let that happen. The points are front-loaded. So... I was trying to keep an eye on how much days each hit is doing.
Recalibrating.
I can't really control my strength.
Saw that?
Bang, 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 bang. Oh, that kind of let me spam.
You're in my sight. Target locked.
Not over yet.
Alright, let's just start this on. I should have punched with speed, I think.
It's your turn to blossom.
Alright, that wasn't up, but that just means the buff should be up still.
Keep up the pressure.
Oh, what am I doing? I was trying to...
Probably not my type.
I'm not sure what I was doing there. I should have held Alt, or
Looks like
held EX.
I'll pierce right through. The melody of combat.
Yeah. Also, I think he dodged Seed's big punch. That's hilarious.
pretty firework. Crushing will give him a full salvo, CC.
Yeah. So, considering I missed a punch, this is not good. Ah, dang. And I guess I was a bit slow on something.
Should have killed me when you had the
Recalibrating.
chance.
I don't see why I don't just rip Orpheus ult.
Can't really control my strength.
Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill.
Not over yet.
Oh, that's interesting. Her quick assist gave less than I thought it would.
Target locked. Time to pin them down. I'll pierce right through.
Yeah. And then I can do this.
It's your turn to blossom. Need a shower?
Yeah. Alright, well, at least that basic combo gave me the decibels to do this. I don't know if that was wasteful.
Alright, I'll play with you a little longer.
Fuck off.
Maintain fire.
Adjusting for wind.
Not over yet.
I'll pierce right through.
It took way too long to get to this ultimate, which didn't matter. I knew that seed punch-in was coming, so it was kind of funny that it was entirely off-screen, you know, while Orphe was on-field doing her ult. Yeah, that's very rough. The buffs are very garbage. Yeah. If I skipped Nangong Yu, it was probably because I have Arya at this moment, so... Electric and Ether week, and these are my Electric and Ether teams, so... It's not going well. There's two options left for me, and that is, well, for this team, and that's trigger on attack percent or this. Alright, take that back. Not hers. Yeah. And it's damage. I'm pretty sure the answer is damage. She has a lot of damage because her main disc set is damage, but she has a lot of attack because she gives herself basically Astra level of buffing, and then Orphe is also pretty high buffing. Why is hers so dim? Oh, that was weird. That was a weird slight visual bug. Did you see that? The Orphe UI was like dim when it should have been sort of lit up. Let me back up to see if I can make sure I didn't just imagine that. Yeah, no, it was like very clearly dim. That was funny. Alright. Almost an hour 40 in, and we haven't played Nangong Yu a single time. Just as I planned. Alright, speaking of plans. Yeah, Berkblick 3. Oh, I haven't been using Berkblick, but, you know, I just like the silly little space boo. Like goopy gravity boo. Two, three, four. Alright. Messed up. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's something like that. Let me... That was embarrassing. I don't have... Why is it on dial-in? Did I double-click the swap button? Because it didn't feel like I double-clicked the swap button. That was weird. Alright. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2. Alright, want the triple parry. Okay, and it worked, and he's in stun. I'll do the... I don't know why this direction, to be honest. I wanna... Oh, what happened there? I guess I was locked in the punch animation. I wanted to hit alt before. No, and then she had her thing again, which is fine. Yeah, I don't know, I forget how much. Alright, she has enough points so I can just get off. Yeah. I needed to do this a bit more.
Today's work order: kick some butt. I can't really control it.
You know, it's really easy to actually maintain Orpheus' attack buff. I mean, you know, it's mostly because I don't care about her damage. Alright. Is this too much? No, yeah, he has a very high days bar.
Probably not my type. Just going a little harder.
I think I go this way. I should have EX'd. Maybe. It doesn't matter. I think I'm actually a bit short. Okay. And then of course back to speed. And I didn't even have enough. I just want to make sure I get enough. Oh, are you kidding me? Ah, I think I needed to hit that Orpheol to quick assist to have enough meter. So that was that one last punch short. That's hilarious. Is it bad to say I don't want to keep doing that? I mean, that was a run. That was a if I had Dylan's signature Wenjin difference, which is kind of funny. If it had Seed's signature Wenjin, I don't think that'd actually make much of a difference. This boss is reduced defense, so that extra defense she'd get from it wouldn't matter much, but it's also a lot of electric damage and extra crit rate, which can be used to build other stats up better, which means the extra crit rate doesn't matter much. You know, as long as I have something to substitute it. Like, what does my seed build look like if I get her signature? Yeah, so I need to hit 85. And honestly, this is probably the answer. Alright, well, I was looking for that one. Do I still need... No, I actually might. Let's see. It doesn't look that much different at all, man. And not much more attack. How much more crit damage is that? 16%. Am I really building up for 16% more? Well, it's because that's a perfect disc, and that's... Let's see. And those were about the same disc, so it's... Yeah, it's like 16% more crit damage. What about other slots? Like attack? It's like that's a perfect disc, but then I'm quite confident, and I don't have a single like great disc here. Like then that puts me in like 84.8%. Man, that's not great. It gives me a lot of attack, but it'd be nicer to have a crit rate. But then this doesn't have any crit damage, so like crit damage is like way lower. Just adding in every single disc set. I mean, actually, this probably isn't the play. Even though this disc is perfect, and so it overwrites the two-piece being mid, my bottom left discs are very poor. Well, it's more attack, more crit damage, and, you know, it has that 8% more pen, which is great for the defense shred build. So the discs are good, yeah. It's like having all these... I mean, that's fine. Is that good? Jeez, it's 10% less crit damage, but I have a decent chunk more attack. Unfortunately, getting rid of very good discs for more mad discs. And yeah, geez, that's really crit. Yeah, crit rate. It's not crit damage because I don't have enough. I don't have enough. Crit rate for a crit damage disc. How much is this? Like with seed signature, I don't add any more crit damage from that, so it'd just be 30% from seed herself. And then yeah, it is 201% with the King of the Summit disc, which is yeah, solid enough. But is that worthwhile? It's definitely better with any crit damage buffer. I wonder who could be giving crit damage and possibly defense shred to synergize perfectly with seed. It's a shame my favorite agent is that one. She's like literally one of my favorite agent designs in the game, man. Why the heck would I get Cyssia to replace her in the main team I use her in? I really don't care to pull Cyssia, man. I really don't care to pull her. Would I change this? I mean, yeah, probably this. This could use some, like, way less crit rate. Just for smack roll more crit damage. It's not really worth it. But that disc is very middling because it doesn't have any crit damage on it, but that's a perfect disc. That's a near perfect disc. It's one away from a perfect roll. That's fine. I do get a lot of damage because it'll be Seed 6 is like 25% damage. It's 12.5% twice. I'm opening up Pride Win, and my ad block is on, so my computer's making an even louder noise than usual. Thank you, Pride Win. Alright, I should be looking at engines, but this is good enough. Dude, like every time I open up Pride Win or Internet Network, I just hear that. It's insane. But yeah. So it's basically the difference between Nocturne and Cordis Gemini. 15% crit rate over 50. So it's 50% crit damage versus 15% crit rate. 25% damage. 20% defense ignore on basic and alt. It doesn't feel like it's gonna be that major, but I mean it. What did they say this is calced with? Really? That's bizarre. The calculation is. No, that still doesn't make sense. Now, I guess it makes sense if they aren't gonna pair with Orphe, but the Pridwin team buffs calculation is with Soldier Zero Seed and Astra Yao. So obviously Germina looks even better with a defense shredder like trigger with signature. Yeah, and I mean they both have their signature, though well Astra's signature is Kaboom the Cannon, which is very funny. Yeah, and they even say it down here. Brimstone is like really low in their team like buffing because they use Astra in the team, so Brimstone looks even worse. It's like 76% worse than her signature compared to like Riot Suppressor being 80%. But it's like only because they have Astra on the team. It would still be bad because, you know, Orphe is still an attack buffer. But, you know, better than, like, the A-rank options, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know. Just taking the cups for the word. Let's see. Is it better or worse to get M1? It's about the same. It's about the same increase going to M1, which is unfortunate because M2 is the big increase. Let's see. Because C's M2 is 20% defense shred with some other boosts. right? I'm on seed, right? Yeah. When Besiege is active, which Besiege is the buff both of them get. Yeah, they gain Besiege, which is the 25% damage buff. And so that now then gives 20% defense ignore. Which, you know, yeah, obvious synergies with all of Obel's kits. It gives Orphe defense shred, which with a W1 trigger, that gives Orphe 100% defense ignore. So yeah, it's the strongest buffing team for Orphe. I say that. Let's see, honestly compare these buffs. If you have an M2 seed, it's a 1000 attack, 30% crit damage, 25% damage, and then 20% defense shred, going from 80%. Versus... it's a lot of crit damage, but it's 50% damage, which Orphe greatly oversaturates. But yeah, 50% damage, oversaturated, because of her... okay. I might be I might be dyslexic. I keep pressing the right trigger. Like, what is this? Alright. But it's in here. Well, it's over here. I guess it goes to 50%. And then it's 30% of her own crit damage after buffs, if I recall. So that's like 60% crit damage. Which is pretty big. Which, honestly, you can compare it 1-to-1 here. It's twice as much damage, and either twice as much or well over twice as much crit damage for Orphe. And so it's basically 30% damage, or well, 25% damage and over 30% damage compared to 1000 attack, which is meaningful. That is a lot of attack. To be clear. Let me be clear that is a lot of attack. Alright, but I'm talking about like M2. M2 is such a big increase for Orphe. That'd be just I have my graph. I can consult my graph. On neutral content. I did see someone already have like a graph. Let me see. I'm pretty sure my graph is still show favorite bar. Let's see. Yeah, okay. I hope I can show that again later. Let's see. That's probably... Oh, yeah, hey, that is a pen graph. Alright. Get in there. And here's my math graph. This is 0%, 0 armor. This is having armor. And this is just a defense calculation and based on pen. But, you know, if you don't have any pen, this is also 1-to-1 for defense shred. The second window capture is supposed to be for the calculator. And it's there. Boom. Alright, well, you can see the bigger number. Alright, I don't know what I'm doing. Because it's just that, right? What does this mean? 6, 1, 4. Yeah, okay. It's a 24% increase in Orphe's damage. Going from 80% defense shred to 1. So, I mean, this is how much of a boost Orphe is getting. Which makes it a very strong team-wide boost. Oh, there, hold on. Okay, I can't right-click there. I was trying to get my favorite bar back, and even though it doesn't matter. Leave. So yeah, it's a 24% DPS boost to Orphe in my team, so I mean, it makes it really tempting, man. It makes it really tempting. Compare that to Cyssia, who is identical, except she provides her defense shred to... she provides her defense shred to Seed, but... And so that should be an overall much bigger team-wide boost. But she needs her signature, and I wouldn't get her signature. And the only reason my Orph would become a rupture agent with an M2 seed is because I have the signature. And I just wouldn't get Cecia's signature, even though she could just use Orpheus. But it's like, eh. It's like weirdly 28% defense ignore for some reason for her, but 25% crit rate just to make it better than Orpheus. Usually, which is pretty cringe. Like, you couldn't have gotten Orphe with her signature, and then they just want to make it sure it's that much worse of an option. Yeah, if you wanted like a generic energy regen Wenjin with some crit rate, you should have waited for Orphe, I guess. Yeah, that's a bit annoying. I don't think it's on here on Fridwin, Cecia's signature. But that was the other thing. I'm trying to think of how much resources you need to like make agents 100% defense ignore. I believe Cecia has the 25% defense ignore, and so that's 25. Seed signature is only 20%, so 45. Trigger signature is 25%. Let's see, 45. Yeah. So, 70%. And then M2 seed would bring you to 90% on both seed. No, just seed. Well, Cecia, I think, would be on 98%, which is funny. But if I recall, the very weird thing is that her defense ignore, her buff to her defense ignore is like a 40% increase to that. And which means it'd be like, oh jeez, I can't find my mouse. Is it the right one? Okay, cancel. It was this one. Yeah, so it'd be 25 times 1.4, which is kind of funny. It's 10 defense shred. I think she gets other buffs to it, but yeah. But that makes sense. So she got the exact amount of defense ignore she needs to make Seed basically a rupture agent, which is mathematically pretty cool. But you know, it's funny that like Seed gets 20% to defense shred to allies, while Cecia gets decently less. But I believe they had to make, well, they had, I guess, to make other aspects to it. Oh, do I have to show them to look at it? So that's why they added this part to Seed's M2, which makes it like an objectively better version of whatever, whatever Bernie Scott all way back then when. Which, I mean, they did the same for Alice's M1. Hers is also basically like, yeah, hers is basically the same as Bernice's M2, except instead she gets her some resources. Well, the only thing Bernice's M2 does is give you pen, but that just makes her the only other pen buffer in the entire game. So I guess, and you can pen stack a lot easier than you can defense shred a stack. So yeah, but you know, this M1 also just gives her synergy with trigger, which, ooh, excuse me, sorry. Ooh, excuse me again, sorry. It just makes Bernice a worse option for Alice. Not technically, because all she's getting here is objectively stronger, so it's not like you're dealing less damage, it's just less of an increase from having Bernice on the team, and more of an increase for having a trigger with signature on the team, which, well, and I'm talking about MD Bernice specifically. Anyway, yeah, she just gets resources, so she just, I mean, yeah, it's polarity, so that's 25. It's 100 per bar, so it's like a, it's a quarter, it's a 12th refund, so only she refunds 1/12 of the bar. Wow, that's less than 10% of her bar gets refunded, which is kind of funny, but it's not nothing. And I'm sure there's plenty of times where you're like slightly off from the bar, and with that M1 you wouldn't be in those circumstances. Which is makes it sort of seem like Seeds M1, except Seeds M1 is like way more drastic. Yet like you're always slightly under the bar for Seeds M1 or at M0 for Seed, which is kind of annoying. But then Seed M1 just brings it like way down. Like not like way down, but it's like 100 to 120. Yeah, it's down from 20, which is I mean, it's bad. It's more than like a 1 out of 12 increase or reduction in what you need to build up. It's like 1/6, which is literally twice as much. But then, yeah, okay, wait. When steel charge, yeah, it's the same difference for that top part. And then her ultimate gives her more, so that you're basically guaranteed. What is it? What's her ultimate normally give? Is it going to be 80? No, it's 60. Okay, so her ultimate still doesn't fully fill the bar because she needs 120 to proc it. So the ultimate got buffed to increase it by, or not buffed, gets 40 more. Entering the battlefield or using ultimate, yeah. And you start with 60, so you just start with a chance to use her steel, her hold basic. Also, it deals more damage. And so the bit of crit damage is the only way that it's an objective. Well, it is an objective increase. It's hard to say how many more you get throughout the fight, because that's how you calculate how much stronger it is. But the crit damage just gives you like a mathematical, you're this much stronger now. But it is that crit damage for, yeah, just for the basic attack though, not her ultimate, which is still a chunk of her DPS, or is still, well, just has a really high modifier. I kind of wonder how, we went to that, how high does Seeds ult get? No, this is, yeah. Sorry. I keep using Pridwin. It's not a great website, I guess, but it's easier to read. I still think Pridwin is just easiest to read, so they have the layout down pretty well. Yeah, I was just curious. 65. You do get 500% modifier each level. Well, over 500 modifier per level of ult, which is, I don't know, fun. Like, she just has a 7,682% modifier. But at M6. And Yisheng Wong probably has the exact same, or even stronger, because her second ultimate is insane. Alright, so C does beat out Yisheng Wong for having a stronger ultimate, but like Yisheng Wong is faster, so does mean it's just higher DPS. No, Seed has all this other modifiers to her ultimate, so there's a chance hers is still the strongest ult in the game. And she has all these stats added to it as well, on top of this damage and ignore buff. Yeah. Though I can't count out that Yisheng Wong probably has a ton of other modifiers added from her at Mindscapes, but anyway, yeah. I just really like this. I want this the same reason why I wanted Bernice's M2, so I will be saving up for it. And I do like just the other Astra teams with Seed, so I want to grab her signature
I really like your
and a copy. I think I did a birthday poll. I can show off. Yeah, and then that I did the parry. Dog walking expert. That's kind of fun. That's a funny one. Wishful Finale or Mirage Archer unit causes a control skill. Okay. Oh, Mirage... Wait, what? Control skill? Isn't it control skill when everything slows down? And who's Wishful Finale or Mirage Archer? It's not Vesper, because Vesper has a name. It is a named boss. I know Mirage Archer is the Aria units. I guess you might be able to encounter them, and they have a control skill? I don't know. I fought her in... I fought her in Lost Void, but I guess if she had... I didn't encounter a control skill. I'm pretty sure control skill is... Yeah, Vesper, the control skill. I don't know. I never encountered the control skill. Maybe I was using Arya in that Lost Void fight, and so I just dodged it with her old basic. I don't know. I didn't encounter it, so that's kind of funny to learn about. Alright, but yeah, I have a poll. I think I did this offline, so that means I recorded it. And if they're recorded, they go here. Videos. How often do I record? No, I do have it. Alright, playing a video. I didn't have sound on, so that's fine. Okay. I may have done a poll on my birthday. So, might want to share that a bit. I think it's silent, though. It's pretty hype. I think I mentioned it earlier, but, come on, look, come on. Who could it be? Oh, she's coming right up. Who is it? Who is it? It was really funny. Understandable. I mean, it was meant to be. I ended up doing it like past midnight because it was after I built my new gaming office chair that I got. Very nice and comfortable. Doesn't lean back like any good gamer chair, I think, but it does like move back and forth. So good. It's a nice chair, but yeah. Well, that was pulling on Nangong U's. But that was. Let's see. Details. Let's see. Oh, wow, she not in here? Oh, come on. Yeah, there she is. And there's Nangong Yu. So they were two separate polls. Like this was on the 24th. This is the 28th. Yeah, and at 4. So I didn't actually do it on my birthday. It was like 4 hours late. At least by the game's time. But they were within 10 polls of each other, so that's the closest thing I get to a double S. And I think this is by far my earliest S rank on the limited banner. Not the Wenjins, but the limited. So the next agent's guaranteed. I have that many polls, guys. I want Seed's Wenjin. I want Seed's Wenjin and her M2. I'm not getting the M2, but neither the M1 nor M2 are off the table. Or, well, see, alright, yeah, technically M2 isn't off the table, but I don't expect it to be anywhere near the house either. So yeah, it's far from impossible for me to get the M1 and signature, so I'll hope for that.
Huh?
No, I'll Soldier Orphe.
It is a bit of a shame. I really like Orphe, but I want a new pilot for her, which is ironic since I want to get Seed. It's M1 and M2, but I still think it'd be pretty cool. Like the only way I'd get Sissy is if there was like a new character who was really good with Orphe. That it wasn't Zambi, because I just do not like Zambi. Imagine a fire agent. Imagine Big Daddy was a fire agent, fire DPS. He doesn't even need to be an attacker, but imagine he was a stunner who was super buffs aftershock damage. Because she needs she's one of those stun and support agents, which is cool and all until I can't use Zhao with my freaking Seed. So it's weird to me that she isn't attacker like Seed is on her additional ability, or at least, I mean, I'd rather like not like pure attacker because I like doing the Nicole teams. So like support is pretty cool. But I mean, it'd be cool if there was like just a new pilot, like specifically a stunner that well, I guess we have a stunner that already caters towards aftershock, but she's not aftershock specific trigger is. But I mean, I guess I mean an off, like another more DPS skewed stunner, but like even more so, but aftershock based. Like he's the pilot for S. Yeah, I mean, attacker is the easiest way to go about it, especially with the defense shred. You can't be a rupture agent. Yeah, this would have been good. Like, not that amazing. Gosh, imagine if she gave a Resignor to the team, even if it was a limited one, like firing electric Resignor. I think that would have been really sick. Just to, you can get Seed them one to help use, well, Seed further, but Stanby at all on electric resistance. But Seed already has like or Resignor, so that would have been, I think, kind of sick. And then this just this is just decibels, so like maybe one more alt, but it's hard to tell if that's actually one more alt. You can count. I mean, this is 4 seconds. Do I bring the calculator back up? I might have to remove the. I said that's the calculator, okay? Yeah, okay. There's 180 seconds in 3 minutes, and even if you get ignore the fact that if the ult comes too late, it doesn't matter, and if you just won't get an aftershock literally for a second of the fight, well, but you can get close. But at that 4 seconds, you have 45 aftershocks, or at least opportunities for the aftershock to give this decibel boost of 65. That's on ultimate, yeah. That's basically a whole ultimate over the course of a DA. So it looks like they were very balanced with the amount of decibels it gave. Like, you don't ever like end DA on having like literally 0 decibels. So I mean that should always end up being an ultimate, and then after that first ultimate, you get this massive attack boost only for Orphe, which, I mean, to me, that's just funny because it just means I basically always use an attack percent disc like I usually do. Imagine if I just had an actually good one, though. I should probably get around to using Nangong now. It's been like 2 hours, so like this is probably longer than I needed to be streaming. So it's time. Yeah, I picked it.
Huh?
My.
Where we there?
No,
If it's
my. I'll protect you from any.
What team? Wait,
No,
that's probably weird.
Let's.
Wanna
No matter.
if it's you, manager, we can go out. Anytime.
That's funny. That it's not a puffer electro build. It's an agents took her discs build. I think I go to the attack one now. Let's see. Yes, I'll take these back. Let's see. I mean, this one has crit stats, so I might as well take it. It's the same amount of attack and AP. And then this is like 12% attack, so I don't see why I wouldn't take it. Yeah, that's pretty good stats for Nangong, I think. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's correct, but sure. Jeez, AP. Yeah, I don't know. I think I still want build up because this is a normal anomaly team. Engbu. Yeah, just come on. I believe in you, Rockaboo. You can help Brittany proc more burns. Alright. Okay, I don't think I perfectly timed it.
Flames follow my flow.
Man, that stun came in pretty quick.
Sparkle bubbles.
Oh, did that not proc?
It's time. This baddie doesn't look all that victorious.
Alright, I did proc that, right?
Wow, just gonna dump the bad guys on me like that? And open it.
Oh wow, I didn't realize she immediately broke the shield. All those stun procs.
Don't get scared now. Fire!
Oh, dang, I keep missing. Alright. I think I procced a burn when I shouldn't have.
Now watch out! It's time! This baddie doesn't look all that cool. And open it. Ready for a fire?
Yeah.
It's time! Wow, just gonna dump the bad guys on me like that?
Yeah, okay. And then I make sure you delay, because it's very easy to cancel out.
Yourself in the world of music. The flames follow my flow.
And then does that proc burn? It does proc a burn. Meaning, next time she comes in,
Need a hand?
next time she came in, she procced a corruption.
This baddie doesn't look all that cool.
Well, this was a much easier clear.
Come on!
Just, you know, just a clear. It's not like super impressive. Is the fight over yet? Alright, well, 25 is something. Well, close to an ult, I guess. Not that it did amount to much. Maybe one more burn and stuff. And it's still on the... Yeah, that's funny. See guys, Bernice isn't washed! Solo DPS! A support and a stun team, Bernice, woo! Yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah, I do know. It was... Nangong's buildup is so insanely high. Bernice was able to disorder basically all the time. The rotation was pretty easy to disorder into. I actually got 26,000, so 1,000 over safety. I don't think my Nangong gameplay is too great still. Like, I saw an M3 Bernice supposedly, or apparently get a kill with Yuzaha and Nangong, I think both on SIGs. So an M3 Bernice doing that, I think supposedly the phase 2 signature Bernice is still very impressive. And so I didn't even get close to that. I didn't fight Pompeii enough, which is sad. Let me get my 20k here real quick. And then I'll go. I should keep playing some other teams, but yeah. I guess I'm not as frustrated at the moment because I guess I always had a chance to clear this fight pretty safely because I got Nangong and I was gonna get her anyway.
Bear witness.
I'll protect
There are probably some other teams I should have tried.
Noble principle
I
for the
should try
family.
Lycon, Alice. Maybe if I'm not lazy, like I have been for the past couple. I will. If I do Lycon Alice, that's going to be added to the long list of Alice clears in DA and Shiyu. I might just take out the builds and just keep throwing in just along, because the build's just going to change all the time. Because I have, since I didn't pull Alice live, I have a recording of pulling her, and then I just have a bunch of clears after that. I'm pretty sure I already like showed the
I'll show you my real
recorded
this
pull
time.
on stream, but you know, it's a big Alice video of using her for the first time and using other teams, a lot of Bernice teams, but you know,
Officer 148, Juliet
just
ready.
the traveling tales of Alice or something. It'd be nice to get around to that.
Something
Anyway, Priest.
I'm here. Need a hand? I'll show you
Let
my
me-
real value this time.
I mean, it's just solid rupture buff, so I might as well try this.
I'm here. Need a hand?
And yeah, I think I'll just do a normal.
Wanna see the red?
Let's
Fine.
Asset
Uh, this team.
Wanna see?
I only
I shall follow your orders.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I go Proto. There's not much better for Lycon. I mean, yeah. Wasn't this... Alright, I thought there was a better one. But I do give him lighter signature just to have actual form of buffing.
Hello? Ta-da! Your top-tier customer service rep is here.
Jeez. I wonder if Zhao would be better. Because I forget that Idari has attacks that are stronger in Ether Veil, and so that's only Idari's activating that.
Are you ready for this? Don't worry, one swing will do.
Forward! Turn around!
Dude. Lycon.
Them! Right? I'll back you.
Yeah. And I know her days bar is pretty low,
Yes, master.
and I want to use Lycons there.
Unbearable. The next page is the ending.
We're also up, so her EX specials are stronger now.
Ice is cracked. The story ends here. Into the frozen abyss. Rest in peace.
Got one for complaints.
You have
That was probably a bad idea,
noise. Be gone.
because then I trigger this stun.
Relax. My aim is true.
Premium.
Now,
Well, I don't have to use Lycons. Well, at least I got one. Oh, someone banged on something.
Ice. Into the frozen abyss.
Ah, that was a bit late, but no point in saving it because it wouldn't have lasted till the next time.
Yeah.
I might have, if I do this for kind of no reason.
Hello? This is the end for you.
Here we go.
Forward.
Alright, are you kidding me? I'm
Smash them.
I'm stupid.
Got one for complaints.
How about
I just wasn't paying attention.
Ice.
Does you for attack. Premium.
I just wasn't paying attention
The ending.
at all. I just didn't fill up that bar. Also, if I was Vegas attacking, I could have actually hit it. And now she's so far away that she's not hitting me. You know, I don't know why I hesitated so much to parry that. And was that enough? It might have not been enough. It didn't look like it had the same effect.
Here to serve.
The noise is unbearable.
And yeah, this score is pretty not great.
The story ends here. Let's break the ice. Rest in peace.
I'm pretty sure she goes. Yeah, she's about to go airborne.
As for shadows.
With this power,
Let's see. Oh, was that like a missed crit when? Ah, maybe I shouldn't have like unalted because alted because then it delayed the jump in the air. And yeah, it looks like I can, if I miss a crit, then I don't deal enough damage to kill a clone with the auto block from Idhari. That's embarrassing. Well, speaking of embarrassing, I guess I finish this all. I mean, yeah, I guess I'll try that one. I know they're about even.
I'm here, so we're good.
I know Lighter doesn't have anything. Is that a correct build? Oh no, I forgot it. No signature. Now it's a correct build. Alright, her Lighter's discs are basically triggers, so that's a bit annoying. And she used persist specifically, but I have a lot of alternatives to use. Anyway, Infernal Metal Evelyn. This is funny. Yeah, well, I let Rockaboo be taken, so I guess it'll be Mercury. I assume Mercury would be better anyway, but I like using Rockaboo. I'm pretty sure the two agent effectives for chain attack, which I never use, because you always double chain with Evelyn. Like, even more so on any other team. I usually fully chain, but it's Evelyn. Alright. Yeah, if I was a better Evelyn player. Oh yeah, no, I was way too late. Jeez, it took me forever to get a stun. I just didn't get any parries, actually. That was a very terrible, like, rotation. He just did all this... Yeah, just kept spamming the slow attack. That's actually so obnoxious to notice. Because I had no chance to actually parry this. And like, aside from, like, the start. And I didn't get the slow, dang. I think I hit too early on that. And then he did his block. Can you do... He's doing it again. That's so obnoxious, dude.
Nothing reaches my defense. The best defense
Also, is the target burned right now?
is a strong arm.
No. What am I doing? I completely scuffed this run for no reason. No, I needed to double click that or something. This might be a bit late. Okay. Alright. Oh, really? Why did he do it so short? Oh, come on! This is so stupid. Oh, come on! Alright. Are you kidding me? Yeah. I'm using Lighter's punches a bit long.
Your journey.
Which is only because since I don't
Let our souls resonate.
Nothing breaches my defense. So unprofessional.
That's the advantage.
and since I don't have oh, come on, how did that not count? Yeah, gosh, this run is so cringe. Are you kidding me? Asher's proc. Dude, this run is so stupid, dude. That run was so stupid. That was like the worst possible RNG for that stupid boss. I hate Priest so much, dude. Like, holy crap, just no parries. Like, I know, like, alright, I missed the last parry. I don't know how that happened. That's so obnoxious. But, like, aside from that, there, in between the stupid, like, stalls, like, the RNG of what moves you do next, he just didn't give any parries, dude. That's so obnoxious, man. Come on. Holy crap. This fight sucked, man. Like, absolute garbage. I hate Priest so much, man. I'm doing that again because, wow, that RNG was awful. Like, I should... I think it's a 12 stun, or 12 second stun, right? Alright. I miss a lot of dodges I could have gotten. Come on. Yeah, I should have taken that parry. I saw that coming. Yeah, and then I just ult out of it. I was gonna ult sooner, and I probably could have, but I saw the it coming.
Nothing reaches my face. Don't cross the line.
Dang. I think I have a cleaner. Are you kidding me? Why? Are you kidding? What happened? Why did it not go off, man? That's so lame. Come on! I hate the timing of this stupid attack, dude! Are you kidding me? And why didn't it give a parry? I saw it too! Like, are you kidding?
Nothing reaches my sight. Don't cross the line. Your journey.
Gosh, I hate this fight so much, man. Oh, come on. Why didn't that double input? What happened?
Nothing reaches my sight. Don't cross the line.
Yeah. Why? What's happening? What is happening? Why? Dude, why? What happened to that parry? I just don't understand what happened.
The best defense.
Like, why didn't that hit? Why didn't that not... Anyway, yeah, Astra Proc... Oh, okay. Alright, nice pose. Gosh, that's so obnoxious, dude. Like, what happened? Jeez. Holy crap, man. So terrible. Oh. No, I gotta hide it, whatever. Jeez. And, like, you saw the score before I reset it all, it was like 28. Jeez, what happened? Like, just parry's not going off. Like, why? Oh, I hate Priest so much. The animations are terrible. I just hate trying to figure them out. The distance on the lunges, just normal parry failures, which didn't happen here. I think I don't know why. It feels like maybe I'm dropping an input because like there was one time when I was obviously trying to obviously trying to double move like that with being like on Evelyn here, lighter Astra. I was supposed to double swap to Astra, but then like just like didn't read the second like right bumper input. That's so obnoxious. Gosh, whatever. I hate this boss so much, dude. Like, why? Like, what the crap was that? Anyway, all the DA buffs suck. I think I used the middle one originally. Like it's embarrassing. Though, like, stun damage multipliers, so like, it should be better. But like, this one made it like super easy for me to get like 6 stun, right? Stun. I did the real stun. Evelyn's chain. I said stun. I mean chain. Real chain. Evelyn's chain. Real chain. Evelyn's chain. Or like ultimate, right? As well. Which wound up into another chain, and then I get 2 more chain attacks from Astra very easily. And like during one of those, I think you saw when I was like just a smidge off. If I was like tighter with my timing, that would have been the having enough resources to get like 7 chains within a stun, like just at the very end. But you just need to be like tighter. I think to get 7 chains, you need to do time it to where the final hit of the first chain lands at the start of the stun, and so that's how you have to rotate it out. You do your like Evelyn rotation just a bit early, and then you can fit like the last hit of the 7th chain within the stun. Otherwise, lighter M1. It's not that needed. And delays, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Delays by like 2 seconds. Well, for every chain, it delays by 2 seconds. Your chances on getting one more chain, which can be rough. Anyway, gosh, I hate this boss. Like, why did any of that happen? This boss is annoying too. Like if you're too close to the edge, like her dancers just won't reach you, which is just annoying for certain ages like Adari. Like I was ready there. Was ready to hold my basic attack and just auto block and riposte them, I guess, if that counts as a riposte. But also it was a crit rate check, which is also annoying. So if one of the hits of her tentacles flat back didn't, crit, then I just didn't kill a clone, which is obnoxious and hilarious because I'm like one crit rate roll from max crit rate. So being able to notice that, it was annoying. Yeah, just not being able to reach you at the edge of the arena just meant wasting time running, which meant one less opportunity to kill a clone guaranteed, no matter what, just because you're like too far from the center. And there's not like much control you can do over that, which is annoying. Because like one less marionette is 10% less ice damage and like one less second on the chain or on the stun, which can matter a lot. Then this boss just seems really cringe, but I'll have to try outside of streams with Alice. See how it goes. I think I'm audible enough. I'm just speaking a bit quiet. I think my picks this up fine. But yeah. Alright. Thanks, Benji. I wasn't trying to talk to you. Also, I had to change into a different agent. Because holy crap, the fact that hat neighs is hilarious, but kind of obnoxious. But I'm not switching the hat. Anyway, I think that is all. I'm not taking out the camera so I can actually stop listening to Scott Outpost music, because I'm kind of sick of Scott Outpost music. I'm here too often. But yeah, next time I will be going through the story, whenever that may be. Hopefully soon. Hopefully I just have time tomorrow. Jeez, unfortunately I'm part-time. Hopefully I can get fuller time work. But I just don't have anything set up or planned for the weekend until I get like a phone call. So hopefully I can get work. Otherwise, yeah, hopefully I actually stop being lazy, edit together some gameplay for Nom 2. Do what I wanted to do for Bernice, but now that I have M6 Bernice, I think it's better if I just maybe post that prior Shiyu score. I think it was for the previous rotation, unfortunately. So I think that's about all. I have some Bernice gameplay. I was going to voice over it, which I think was going fine for the most part, but I just suck at talking over things. I just don't know. I just can't stream of consciousness really well, and then I'm just struggling reading a script. So I want more practice on that, because I would like to make normal YouTube videos. Like, if I were to post YouTube videos on this channel, it would be like longer speaking videos, like a Bernice review. Like, the reason Nom 2 would get that first Bernice video is just me talking about the buffs in regards to the teams I'm fighting against, and I think that it could be fun and interesting. And then also talking about how the buffs enabled mono DPS Bernice reasonably outside of crit Bernice, which is fun. But yeah, technically it's now her strongest team, but only because Nangong is overtuned, and it's not really mono DPS Bernice. Nangong's an anomaly agent, so it evens out. Anyway, I think that's all. Thanks anyone who watched for watching. Hope you had fun listening to me for whatever reason. I'm tired. And that's all. See you next time when I start getting through the story. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Hopefully it's short. I heard it's short. Hopefully it's good. Like, people are saying the story's getting better and better, but I mean, man, 2.5, the finale was just so low. I mean, the bar is below the floor. I was not a fan of that finale, and I didn't retain much from the last chapter. I guess I wasn't the biggest fan of Angels of Delusion. They were fine though. It was mostly fun. I think I was confused by the final arena, but it was fine. It was whatever. AIs are here. Woo, that's cool. I guess I have an idea of what's happening now, especially after the recent drip marketing. Physical rupture agent. Wow, can't wait to skip that. Genuinely, being a rupture pilot for Orphe or a fire agent to work with Lighter and, well, Orphe would have been sick. Oh well. And being an attacker who works with Nicole would have been rad as well. Oh well. Physical rupture it is. So exciting. So cool. So bad. Anyway, thanks anyone for watching. Hope you have a great, wonderful day, week, month, evening, rest of the year. Have a good morning, evening, afternoon, and good night. Bye.